Should Michigan be more like Ohio? Okay, before you answer that, let me tell you what I mean. Ohio has one of the oldest active school voucher programs in the country. Over the last 20 years, Ohio's public school enrollment has declined by nearly 9% and is expected to decrease by an additional 10% over the next decade. Now, as a reminder, school vouchers come out of the state's education money pot, which is funded by taxpayers. When families use vouchers to pay for private school tuition, less money is available for the state's public schools. Meanwhile, studies have shown that when a state starts a voucher program, private schools raise their tuition, keeping private schools for the wealthy elite and using taxpayer money to fund part of it, all while siphoning money out of the local public schools. So you might not be surprised to learn that those dips in enrollment in Ohio have cost tens of millions of dollars in education spending and have forced some public schools to close their doors altogether, okay? I have good news. Michigan doesn't currently have an education voucher system. But what we do have is a lot of educators serving in our state government who have been working on improving the Michigan public school system for the past few years. But over the summer, President Trump signed a bill that would let Michigan try to be more like Ohio when it comes to our schools. The bill included something called the Educational Choice for Children Act, or the ECCA, and it's modeled after a program that Betsy DeVos pushed but failed to pass in Michigan back in 2023. It would allow states to opt into a tax credit program that would let people donate money to nonprofit scholarship granting organizations. Those typically wealthy people would get a tax cut, reducing how much they add to the overall pot that we all pay into. Then, those organizations would award scholarships to students for private school tuition and other education-related expenses. Education experts are throwing up a big red flag here, saying that if Michigan opts into the program, students may be pulled away from local public schools. That would reduce the funding local schools get from the state, creating a cycle of losing that, frankly, looks a lot like Ohio.
Ay, caramba!
But believe it or not, you have some control over what happens here. The ECCA is something states have to opt into by 2027. If you want to avoid what happened in Ohio, make sure the people you elect in 2026 would never support it. As a voter, you have every right to find out if they would. Hi, I'm a voter in the district you're running to represent. If elected, would you let Michigan opt into the ECCA? Keep holding leaders accountable with us here at The Gander by hitting the follow button.